Hi. It's Mrs. Stitches, Sheila, just in case you forgot who I am, because it's been a while. I'm still in BC. Today's date is, I believe it's June 17th. Yeah, it's June 17th, Saturday, June 17th. I will be finally heading home on Monday. We are going to, originally I was going to fly back, but now my husband is out here in BC, and so he's giving me a ride home. So we're traveling across the country again. So it'll take a little while. We have a few stops on the way, but hopefully we'll be back in Nova Scotia by about June 27th. And I will do a full-on floss tube then. But in the meanwhile, I just been kind of itching to do a floss tube and to say hi to all my friends. It's been a tough go. It's been a lot of work. I miss all my stitchy stuff so much. I miss my home, I miss my husband, and I miss my stitchy stuff. It's been a long time. I've been out here since early May. I've been gone from home since April 21st, I believe. That's a long time. So, I'll be home soon. I'm gonna see my husband tonight at midnight, and we'll be heading home soon. So it's been a time. So, but I thought I would show you what I've been working on. I've been busy a lot, so I haven't gotten as much stitching as you would have thought I'd get done. I've been averaging, I don't know, probably about 300 stitches a day, maybe. Kind of stitch when I can. But sometimes I need to just escape in other ways. And so it's not always stitching. But let me show you what I got. I got a fancy board here to hold up my stitching, so I'm going to just put that beside me. We'll start with what's beside me here. So I've kind of rotated. When my husband dropped me off and left, I had brought out a lot of stitching projects, and I had all my stuff from Stitch North. You saw that on the last video. And so I realized that at that time I thought I was flying home and I didn't want to be cluttered, and I knew I wasn't stitching much. So I thought I'm going to just give him all but 4 projects. So that's been since, when did he leave me? He left me, I don't know, I think it was around May 23rd-ish. So like I said, he took with him a lot of my projects. And so I was left with 4 projects. So first one I'm going to show you is what I picked up Stitch North, and I was working on quite a bit. I've switched now. I haven't worked on it in a while, but it is Reaching Skyward. This is by Modern Folk Embroidery, and there's actually 2 patterns, there's alternatives. There's one pattern and an alternative that you can stitch. So I am kind of winging it a little bit. This is in a project bag that my good friend Michelle gifted me, and it's very maritime-y. Oops, it's got a little thread on it. That's got lighthouses. It's by Sheba Designs, and it is wonderful, very beautiful. So this is what I've gotten done on this. This will probably be put away until I get home. It needs the right conditions to work on, and those right conditions aren't happening right now. They won't happen on the road either, so, but I'll have to take my glasses off to see. Okay, so, oops. This is Roxy Floss Co. Fabric and Floss, which I just learned you can use the abbreviation RFC, which I like. So RFC fabric, it is called Boot Cut. It's an 18 count Aida, and the floss is Hussy for this burgundy color, and this light pink is Afternoon Tea. And so there you go. That's what I've worked on. So you can see I did a mix. In the original, it's deers on both sides, and the alternative is the swan. So I did one of each. I'm mixing up the borders. I'm doing one of each, and just kind of picking and choosing what I want to do. So there you go. Very, very enjoyable stitch. Needs a little bit of focus, and I don't have that right now. So it will come out again. Right now, I think for the time being, I want to finish off Fruits of Plenty and then get back to this. So that is my goal. But that is Reaching Skyward. I brought this out with me. My intention was to work on this on the 13th and 31st. I only worked on it one day and I didn't even put that many stitches in, but I need something to show you. So this is Witch's Wheel, Glendon Place. I actually have all the information here. This fabric I got at the Stitchy Bug, and it is, or the Stitch Bug rather, in Moncton, which has just moved. I only know this from Facebook, but they now have moved. And so the fabric is called Orange Grove. And my plan for this, my goal for this, oh, you don't need the board behind, is to finish all the cross stitching by October 1st. And then this will be my October finish, and it'll be just strictly beading. I did start doing some beading already just to have a little bit of fun, but I'm probably halfway. So I'm doing great on that. Since last time I saw you, I probably did a bunch in here, and I think I did maybe some over here. I know this is where I was working on last, but I actually like the witches that aren't up and down. I like the sideways witches. They actually come together quite nicely. It's easier to follow the pattern. So that's kind of cool. So I do enjoy this one. And it's funny because I know some people talk about, I think Michelle Bendy said with one of the ink circles, I think it's, I can't remember the name of it, but she didn't like stitching the same thing over and over again. It was a mandala again where it's turned, and she didn't like that. But I actually like it. They feel so different when they're in different orientation. So the only one that feels like you're stitching something was the right way up one, and then the rest are just you're following the pattern. And once again, like all things with stitching, you see it come to life. So I was kind of just working away over here, following the pattern, and suddenly I saw her eye and saw her hair. I didn't even know what I was stitching for a while. So that was pretty cool. I like that. So the next, oh, that's a big reach. Next one is Fruits of Plenty, and I was trying to finish off. I have 3 blocks left, August, September, and December. And so I was actually, August I'm saving for the very end. And so I was trying to finish off September's, but I haven't quite finished it. So it's still in the Q-snap. I think I got about 1,400 stitches to go. Oh, I'm worried the camera's going to fall down. Hopefully not. So here you can see what I'm working on. So I just have this area here to finish up, but I will take it out, and I sure hope you can see this because it looks really washed out to me right now, but you deal with what you can deal with, you know, the light, and it's actually an overcast day today. The weather here has been okay, actually, and I've been walking every single day, which has been great. I highly recommend anybody who is in any form of caretaking or doing anything that's out of their normal routine to try and find walking. It helps. It really does. And I'm feeling better and stronger for doing it. So that's really important. So here is, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to hold it up. I got to put my glasses on to see. Sometimes I take my glasses off. Sometimes I put them on. Okay. So here we go. We are getting there. So you can just see down at this corner, the middle there, this big huge empty spot here is August. That's where you get to put your own tree in. I'm going to do a windmill. And I always like to save the best for last, and so that to me is the best one. And then I'm just finishing off the square, and then I'll do that square before the winter solstice. No, before, I don't know, before the first day of fall, I think. So try and get this done before the first day of summer, which is not very far away. So I will get this done hopefully in the next couple of days. So I'll just show you again a little closer. That's the top portion. I am really loving the colors now that I've kind of been into it a bit more. And that's the bottom portion. So there we go. So not much further to go on that. And then I have my travel piece. Now, originally this was going to be my finish for July, and I've had a really hard time working on it. I don't know why, because it's an easy stitch. I'm going to work on it across the country because it's the only thing that works is travel stitching. But Fruits of Plenty is my backup for my finish in July. If it's much closer, I think I have less than 10,000 stitches to go on it. So it is a realistic finish for July. And then I would make this my finish in December. This got close to 18,000 stitches to go. So, it was kind of poetic to finish this in July because July is my birthday month and I started it in July and it's called Birthday Cake. So this is by Carol Manning. Oh, Fruits of Plenty was by Modern Folk Embroidery. I can't remember the fabric. It's a 28 count olive something or other. I can't remember. So, oh, it looks like I have a lot to do when I look at it like this. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, it's a lot to go. It's not even at 50%. So as you can see, I got down to this corner here and I got this corner over here. And so, yeah, that's Birthday Cake. I got a long ways to go. So I'm not sure if this will be a finish or not this year. We'll see. Maybe it's a finish next year. Maybe I get it closer and have it finished next year and I'll create a different finish for December. But that's probably the wisest thing to do. So this is what I'm going to be working on as I cross country. And I'm going to try and go to the other corner. I'm going to try and frame it up, work out my whole square, and then be starting filling in. I'm probably going to run out of some colors. And awkwardly enough, I dash dive to create these colors, and so I'm not even sure. My stash was some that I acquired through auction purchases or whatever. So some of them are older, so I'm not sure if they'll match up. But it's supposed to be a quiltish style, and so it can change. I changed from white to ecru at some point. I might stick with ecru. I might go back to white. I don't know. So I'm kind of just winging it. And it will probably actually end up just being a travel pillow. It's got stuff all over it. So it's all good. So it's not a lot, but it's what I got. So like I said, we're going to be starting to travel cross country. So they'll be good to get back to that as travel stitching. Finish up my Fruits of Plenty September block. Today I'll work on it, and tomorrow I'll work on it. Hopefully tomorrow might be busy because we'll be gearing up to hit the road again. So yeah, it's going to be good to be on the road and heading home. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting home. I never imagined I was going to be gone this long. My mom will be getting her other hip done at some point. So oddly enough, her surgery went great. It's been a bit of a challenge caretaking, mostly because her other hip is so bad. So it's actually her non-operated hip that is causing her tremendous pain and difficulty in walking. So I've been just doing a lot of cooking, cleaning, errands, caretaking. She's getting very independent now. When I say independent, it's still hard for her to manage to do things. She's 86 and she has bad arthritis. throughout most of her lower body. So it's her hips, her knees, and a bit of her back. But like I said, she's on the list for her next knee surgery. Obviously, she has to heal from this one first. So she's 3 months, she's fully healed. So she's only at 1 month right now. So a lot of it also is watching her. She's 3 rules she's not supposed to break. One is bending over, the other's crossing her legs, and the other one is twisting on her, like pivoting. And it's a challenge to watch her and remind her and such. But I soon I'll be on the road, and that'll be that. So yeah, and when I get home, hopefully within a short while after I get home, I can do a full-on floss tube. I might not have much to show because it'll just be my travel stitching, but it'll be good to just be home again and with my stitchy stuff and not have to go anywhere right away. So we'll wait and hear the word when next time I'll probably be flying out. It's been fun traveling across the country. We had a tremendous time coming across, and I'm looking forward to going back again. So anyways, I shall let you go. This short one, but it's a short one. So not my normal chipper self, but I will be soon. I got lots on my mind and just a little distracted, but like I said, soon I'll be home and I'll be back to my normal Mrs. Stitches self. So take care, everybody, and I will see you from Nova Scotia next time. Bye.